So we back with another video. Today we got y'all boys with some more animations. Y'all go crazy on the animations every single time I drop them. Y'all like the big man builds? We're gonna put the big man builds with some animations. So today we're gonna be doing the best big man animations in the game. Now if you're a back end smaller big man, those gonna come later in the year when I give y'all the swings. When I say later in the year, that may just be the very next animation video I do. Now with that being said, today we're gonna be doing big man animations though. 6'10" and up. We're gonna be doing dribble animations, post animations, shot grid animations, jump shots, layups, dunks, pass outs, everything you need and more for a big man will be in this video. If y'all do want more, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff out the way. Let's hop into it. Let's go! Alright, let's start it off the right way. Start it off with the dunk packages. Now that, when it comes to dunk packages, it's gonna vary what you even be able to get on your big man build. So let's hop into it. Now, a lot of bigs not gonna have the crazy high dunk I have on this build. So a lot of y'all gonna probably be able to have like that 75 driving dunk with a 65 standing dunk. So Ben Simmons, in my opinion, would probably be the best one I could probably recommend in terms of the lower ratings. But if you do have the higher ratings, which is a lot of this stuff that I'm gonna go over, we're gonna go over that too. Now, for some other stuff for lower ratings, simple two-hand dunks is what I like to do on my big man, because every single time a big man get the ball on a roll, you gotta be able to get that guaranteed point. So two hands for safety is what I like to go with. So I got two-hand under basket regular, and to go alongside that, just a little bit higher requirement, 65 standing dunk pro under basket rim pulls. I don't use the elite, I don't use the one hand, I don't use the athletics. Simple as that. We'll go over the contact dunks more later when we get to the higher hierarchies and stuff like that. Now, another one to just elevate to a whole nother level, 75 standing dunk, 73 plus driving dunk, Giannis. Giannis got a really like boost on his animations this year. Layups, dunks, these are just straight up stuff Giannis does in real life. They got like the little long leg animations that you would see Giannis do in real life. It's just Giannis. So yeah, Giannis is one of the better dunk packages in the game. In the game for the bigs though, the best one in the game, LeBron James. You want a limitless range dunk package, LeBron is the one to go with. Simple as that. Best dunk package in the entire game, and you can get it on big men just by having an 85 driving dunk and a 40 standing dunk with a 64 vert. So yeah, LeBron, best dunk package in the game. Go alongside that, alley-oops, pros. Pros is very important to have on your bigs, because this is how you get the standing dunk packages. But a lot of y'all, hopefully y'all do have that 70 driving dunk. Hopefully y'all do have at least that 73 driving dunk so that you can have that posterizer. Those two things are kind of important. I like to even go 84 to even be able to have the pro contact alley-oops, so that when I do go for a lob, a lot of people like to not even go for X buttons on lobs now. They like to just press Y and they like foul you, but they don't call a foul. And this is what you can do to counteract that, have a contact alley-oop, so that even if they do that, you just put them in a contact. Simple. Now, big man contact alley-oops, 85 standing, 70 driving dunk, 60 vertical, what you need for this, and be 6'10" and up, and we're obviously 6'10" and up. To go alongside that, for the big man contact dunks, you have the pro with an 80 plus and the 60 plus. I would just say you get these, put them on. The more you have, the better it is for more situations, because the standing dunks is a little bit random, and the better you are, the better you are. Now, if you don't know, standing dunks isn't based off of posterizer in terms of contact dunks. It's based off of rise up, and rise up is probably more OP than posterizer this year. So yeah, if you have a really high rise up or a really high standing dunk, you're gonna get these a lot. You're gonna get these a lot. Now, some dunks that we actually would use, elite and Zion if you can, quick drop-ins off two back scratchers if you can, flashies for the park, 360s for the park, under leg. But like I said, I like to do two hands for safety when I'm on a big. But a lot of these park dunks actually are hard to block, so that's why you don't see me with the flashy hands. None of these off two, because those are more blockable. But yeah, I try to have the most unblockable dunk packages on when I'm on a big man. Now, to go alongside that, we also do have for the alley-oops, the under leg, the flashy, the 360. But for the most part, those are the dunk packages I would personally recommend for the big men. All right, next is the layup packages. The best layup packages in the game for big men. In my opinion, you got Giannis. I think a lot of these slowed down layup packages just aren't as good. But like the Embiids, a lot of people liked Jokic's last year. I don't like it. I don't know what y'all see in it. I know y'all can do the floater and stuff like that. So if you're a floater guy, even on this game, go with Jokic. Sabonis is another one for floaters, but floaters are just not as viable as they were last year. Like, it just isn't, because it's not that crazy big green window no more. Julius Randle, I liked last year. It's alright this year. I think with the fact that Giannis is so much easier to get this year, I would just go Giannis. It was like 88 to get it last year. It's 80 now. So I think Giannis is just the best one in the game for bigs, just in general. But Zion is actually a really solid one. This is like the... If you've been playing 2K since 17, since they've had the little clear out animations, Zion has all those in his package, and he actually has some really good like layup animations within the package as well. Outside of this, now that they've updated it with the pro play animations, so Zion and Giannis are the two I would personally recommend the most. If you like to do floaters though, Sabonis, Jokic, Sabonis especially if you want to do them from further out and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I would say for the layup styles. All right, next is going to be the shot creator animations for the big man builds. When it comes to the shot creator animations, we got the go-to shot first. This is a new thing that they have in the game. Ones I would personally recommend to put on, Paolo is a solid one. I would put it right under Pascal. Pascal is the one I like the most. KD isn't terrible, but I don't like how it goes forward. But the ones that do a lot of movement like that are really tough to guard because it's really almost impossible to bump the go-to shots. So yeah, that's just what I'll say about that. So anyone that does a lot of movement like that is going to be really good. So you can really say Paolo, KD, and Pascal Siakam are the three best go-to shots for big men in the game. All right, next is the dribble pull-up. I looked at all these dribble pull-ups because I made for my Wemby build that I will be posting. That may be the next video, the Wemby build video. But and no, it's not made to be Wembanyama. It's literally, you know how people are saying Wemby builds and stuff like that. It's really more so what it's made for. It's like a stretch more so than Wemby build, Wembanyama build. But dribble pull-up, normal 2. That's the best one in the game for bigs. It's one of the best ones in general, but yeah, it's the best one in the game for bigs. You got some other ones you could possibly put on, but I'm gonna be honest, I went through a lot of these. It's a lot, bro. With there being a different fade going left and going right, it really throws off a lot of these. I'm not gonna lie. So normal 2 is like the only one I can possibly fully recommend. KD is another really good one. I'll actually say that KD is actually very good, but I like normal 2 the most by far. Next is the spin jumper. Bigs, y'all have no good spin jumpers. I'm gonna just say this first and foremost. Normal is not as good as it's been in past years. So yeah, but it's the by far best one in the game for y'all. I tried KD, I didn't like it. Tried Dirk, didn't like it. Brooke, come on now. Like, bro, all y'all stuff is just very stiff. So yeah, that's why I'll leave it at for the spin jumpers. Next is the hop jumpers. The best hop jumpers for bigs. Normal 2, Jokic, Nowitzki. Nothing else I would even recommend. So yeah, normal 2 is if you want to dribble with it and stuff like that, which a lot of bigs probably will be doing on this game, especially the Wemby builds. Jokic is very good just all around. If you want to shoot off of it, you want to hop, you want to do it to dribble off of and stuff like that, it's just very good. And then Dirk is just really good to shoot off. It's probably the best one in the game to shoot off of, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what I would say for the hop jumpers for the big man builds in NBA 2K25. All right, now hopping into the dribble animation. Now I know a lot of people are probably gonna be more anticipatory for this than really anything else in the video. Best dribble style in the game for bigs, hands down, is Zion. So you're gonna see me have a lot of builds that I create that have at least a 60 speed of ball, because getting Zion makes a significant difference on those builds. Like the fact that they made this 60 speed of ball is actually very good, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of y'all bigs didn't really have the best dribble styles. Last year, if you could get 70 speed of ball like I did on this build, you could get pro. Pro was really good last year. I don't really like pro this year. So yeah, Zion being 60 and it being by far the best is crazy. So yeah, Zion Williamson dribble style, best one in the game. One of the best ones in the game in general, but for bigs, best one in the game. Next is the signature size up. Now, I have the highest ball handle you can possibly have on a big man, and this is all the ones that you're able to get. In my opinion, the ones I would personally recommend out of these, Ben Simmons Pro. If you're not using these two, guess you can go KD. But personally, I would say Ben Simmons Pro. Personally, that's just me though. Next is the regular breakdown combo. Now I was looking at these. Now you got Pro, You got Giannis, you got Zion. KD isn't horrible. I'm gonna be honest, the regular breakdown combo, it is more of a preference thing. Like, what do you like to speed boost off of the most? And with Zion, the way that it speed boosts, KD is actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. So you could really throw that in the mix too. But yeah, I would say Zion, KD, Giannis, and Pro are the best regular breakdown combos. Next is the aggressive breakdown combos. Now the aggressive is low-key the one that's really more important to me because this is the one I find myself doing more. But Pro, Giannis, KD, Zion are the best ones. I would say KD or Pro is the best two of this one for the bigs. And yeah, you can see the requirements on screen as you see them. If your big man gets them, they get them. If they don't, they don't. Next is the escape moves. In my opinion, by far the best one is KD. I've been using KD on my bigs for years. I used KD pretty much on my swings all last year. So yeah, KD, in my opinion, is arguably one of the best ones in the entire game, and it's definitely the best one for bigs, in my opinion. Next is the combo moves. Combo moves, the only one that you can use besides Pro, Normal, or Basic is KD, so I can only really recommend two, KD and Pro, and really more so just KD. Next is the crossover. Not too many options again. They didn't really give y'all a lot to work with on bigs. You would have thought at starter 4 that they gave you a lot more, but I don't think they even give you that many more on these animations from dribble styles all the way down for bigs. Now I will say crossover has one of the best things you get at starter 4, especially for bigs, in this Giannis. Now I don't know if swings get the Giannis or not, but I know Giannis is the best crossover in the entire game. But you have to be starter 4, so that's a pretty big deal. But for the crossover, Kevin Durant is the best one that you can get without the starter 4 animations. And that's just really what it is. Next is the behind the back. Now, I have on the normal behind the back because I'm not gonna lie, the moving behind the backs this year are not good, in my opinion. They're just not good, in my opinion. Like, De'Aaron Fox was really good, but they nerfed him almost completely this year, so I just don't really like them. But when it comes to the explosive behind the back, in my opinion, the best one by far is the normal, so that's why I use normal. Pro, not that good. KD, okay. And Sabonis is, come on, let's be for real. Normal is the best one by far, in my opinion. Pro actually does have the best moving behind the back out of these by far, though, by the way. So if you do like using moving behind the back still this year, go with Pro. But it doesn't have a good explosive. It's pretty bad. Reminds me of De'Aaron Fox from last year, if that makes sense. Next is spin. We're gonna go with KD. Some of these are not horrible, to be honest, like Pro. But KD is the best one, I would say, personally. Towns is not bad either. Shout out to Towns for that trade too, but yeah, KD. Next is the Hezzy. I think Normal is the best one. You can also go with KD as well. I don't know when the hell did Larry Bird ever do a Hezzy. I would love to see it. If he does have film on that, somebody send that to me, please. Put it in the comments. I would love to see it. Bro was playing in the 80s doing the Hezzy. Like, come on now, what are we talking about? Really gotta raise him up in the rankings at that point. But yeah, Normal is the best Hezzy. Larry Bird being on this list is crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't seen Larry Bird on no other list. But yeah, step backs. Normal step back, in my opinion, is the best one. That's just what I say. Normal is the best one. Pro is solid, but I like Normal the best, personally. But you could go with Pro. If you like Pro more, go with Pro. Simple. It's one of these two. I don't think these two are even in contention. Next is the pass style. When it comes to the best pass styles in the game, for bigs, it's only really two. And it's only really two you need to worry about in this game in general that I've tested. Now, have I been able to test Mike Conley? No. Have I been able to test CP3? I think CP3 actually has potential. I'm not gonna lie. Haven't been able to get to use it because I don't have a 90 pass accuracy on no build. Highest I have an 89. Luka, haven't been able to test, but I don't think I would like Luka because it's like a lot of long animations. But out of all the ones I've been able to test, 89 pass accuracy and below, the two best ones by far that I personally would recommend, Tyrese Halliburton. If you don't have an 89, you're gonna go none. None pass style. Simple as that. But if you have that 89, Tyrese Halliburton is the best one in the game. Whether you're big or a guard. It's simple as that. Simple as that. Next is the triple threat style. If you know, you know. Michael Jordan been the best. They tried to hide it behind a reward last year. 2K was so lame for that. I'm glad. Hey, shout out to 2K for taking this off. Simple as that. So I'm happy triple threat style is as good as it is this year. And Michael Jordan is again available off the rip. And there's no requirement. If they would have made this a height requirement, these bigs would have been out of luck. But luckily, there's no height requirement, so you can get Michael Jordan. And then for the motion style I do use on my bigs is Drew Eubanks. You want one that's gonna sit down and stick defense. Justice Winslow is a really good one, but Drew Eubanks, if you want to be able to run the floor as fast as possible, which is very important on this game with how the court length is different now. I think Drew Eubanks is the best one in the game, personally. Now, if there's one that people have been like the 2K Toots, 2K Lab is fine, that's better, let me know. Put me on in the comments. I love when y'all tell you stuff like that. Correct me in the comments, because it's September still, or actually it's October, but yeah. If there's anything better, just let me know. But I use Drew Eubanks. Let's get to the post. Now, I ain't really went over the post, so we're going to go over this quick and easy. Post fades, in my opinion, for the bigs, it's not a lot for y'all boys. I'm going to be honest. The one I personally recommend the most, with the fact that they nerfed y'all can't use MJ. Y'all can't use like the Kobe fade and stuff like that. I don't even know if there is a Kobe post fade. I'm sure there is, since there is a Kobe dribble pull up. Surely they wouldn't take out the post fade. But post fade, I would just say go with pro. A lot of these are okay, but I think the pro is just the best one out of all these. So yeah, I would go with the pro post fade out of all these for the big man. Next is the post hook. The best one by far, in my opinion, is Shaq. So I'm not gonna waste too much time on this, because this is probably the most toxic thing that you can do in 2K. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Next is the post hop shot. When it comes to the post hop shot, the best one in the game is Dirk for bigs. I've looked at the rest of these, it's just not on the same level, in my opinion. So yeah, I would say Dirk is the best one in the game for bigs. Alright, and I've had a lot of people ask me what layup, or not layup, free throw package I should use, or animation. I'll be honest, I'm gonna just say this here for, I may do this in the swings too, but for the swings, I use Ant. I think I can use Ant on guards too, so I think I use Ant on guards and swings. But for my bigs, I use Kevin Durant. So that's what I'll say, and I'll say this here. Simple as that. Alright, so last but not least, the jump shots. I'm not gonna lie, shooting this year is gonna be just a controversial thing the entire year. I'm not gonna lie. If they patch it, I think if they're gonna be a patch, there's gonna be a patch at the end of season 1. Do I hope that they patch shooting? No, because I think the difficulty is kind of what makes it fun. But I do understand people that talk about the RNG and stuff like that. I will give you that. But my only thing is, the issue is the shot visual cue changing. And they said it doesn't, it does. But yeah, so you may see me change my shot visual cue I'm using throughout the year, because some days this feels good, some days this feels good, and that's just what it is. So a lot of these jump shots I'm gonna have on release, but I am using push right now, so you can just change that accordingly. But let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so when it comes to the best big man jump shots, let's hop into it. Best one in the game, Michael Porter Jr. Now, I've changed this since I did my video. Now, I know for a fact I am using push right now, so I do show release, because the last times I've been on my bigs, I was using release. So I'm gonna keep it at release for now, but when I'm on my guard, I am using push right now. And when I drop that DOA video, just know that's probably the most fun build I've played on in 2K in a while, and I'm saying a couple 2Ks. So when that drop, just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. I'm shooting on it, like, just stay tuned. So yeah, MPJ, Michael Porter Jr., GG Jackson, very quick, 25, 75, blend more to GG Jackson, but you really could blend it more to MPJ. You could throw KD in the releases. That's on you, how you want to do it. Next, Kevin Durant base. Kevin Durant has one of the best bases in the entire game. I went over this before. MPJ release, GG Jackson, very quick, 25, 75. You want to use any different blending, or not blending, visual cue, that's on you. Like I said, I probably will start using push now, but yeah, that's simple as that. Let's keep it moving. And then last but not least, Davis Bertans. This is the one I use on my 7'1". This is just, you know what I'm saying, if you're a build that has 84 or below, if you've seen my 7'1", I have an 85 mid-range, so I can be able to get a lot of more jump shots and stuff like that. Davis Bertans is the one I'm using. Davis Bertans, MPJ, Chris Bosh with very quick 25, 75. That is the jump shot. Now, to go alongside this, sometimes I put, like I said, you can go Kevin Durant release 1, you can go GG Jackson release 2, Chris Bosh is another one, you could go Tim Duncan, you can go Kevin Love, you can go Dirk Nowitzki. I'm just trying to give y'all some more releases for when you guys are making your jump shot if you don't feel comfortable with the releases that I showed you, because sometimes the base is very important for the green window, but the releases is kind of more so important to change for you, for your preference when it comes to you making your jump shot in terms of what you want to do on your shot visual cue, when it comes to you, what you want to do on your animation blending, and all that type of stuff. So all that type of stuff does come down to preference and how perfectly you want to mold your jump shot to be in exactly what you want it to be. So yeah, that's what I'll say. But I would probably personally say go with G.G. Jackson and Michael Porter Jr. like I did with the other ones. But I just wanted to show you guys some other releases to go alongside this that you could possibly do, and look at how much it sped it up. Another release or base that you could use is Missy, but yeah, that's just what it is. That's just a super duper fast jump shot that you can use pretty much on any big, because you only need a 67 jump shot to access it, even with Kevin Durant and G.G. Jackson. So yeah, that's going to be the jump shots. That's going to be the best big man animations in the game. We went over the jump shots, dribble moves, pass styles, shot create animations, dunk packages, layup packages, motion styles, post animations, everything you need and more. Even went over free throw. Y'all do one more though. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff out the way, man. I appreciate all y'all boys. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz. I'm out of here, man.
I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull off the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!